forcing IdrA to come out now with his roaches. And it looks like this Marine Marauder ball is starting to get ready to push out here for Morrow as these scouting Reapers start coming up into this area just to scout out and see what's going on here. Of course, these... Oh, doesn't look good for these Reapers as these roaches are here to get him as he comes back down from the high ground. It looks like these Reapers do get out. They do fly away. Just so... Oh, but he's surrounded by these Zerglings. Zerglings coming around, taking out all of those, as many Reapers as possible. And then comes the first major fight here with these Marauders and Marines starting to take down those Zerglings that were there. Zerglings pushing in, Morrow pushing back as much as they possibly can, bringing in more units, stimmed up, and wow, just bringing in more Zerglings here as the Reapers, or as the Marauders and the Marines just start going to town on these Zerglings. Zerglings pushing it back, and the Reapers, of course, pushing it back as well as more units coming up. As we're getting closer and closer, Morrow's area, we're going to see him building up a lot faster here just because of the shorter distance, and we see that little acid totally disintegrate that Marine. Poor little Marine, you've served your country well. And going up into this area, the tower area, just to get a little bit more vision here as these roaches on the creep now, going a little bit faster. And we do see banelings forming up in here, trying to get Morrow to go up there, but it doesn't look like he's going to go up there and scout that out. More banelings being morphed in as well, as we have another expansion come down here. Not going for this expansion or on the gold expansion, just because he doesn't have to take the time to get those rocks down. And it looks like more and more banelings being morphed in. These roly-polies really good. As we see the starport coming in now for Morrow as well, and it looks like he's going for this gold expansion up above, trying to get that economic boost that he needs. And again, where was that? That Overlord just seeing everything that's going on right now in Morrow's base. Another Overlord coming in to the fold here just to get a little bit more, putting some creep down, trying to speed up all of his little Zerglings, all of his banelings, and it looks like he's finally, now that he has a cold here in the middle, going for that gold expansion as well. And good use of here by the creep here by IdrA, just kind of seeing if Morrow's going to be expanding up there at all. We do have a little SCV going out here. Poor little SCV. I have fear that he is just going to go in and die. That's just a little... Yeah, there go the Zerglings taking them out. And in comes Morrow in with stimming up, coming in, seeing all this, trying to take that hatchery down. But of course, IdrA's force is right there as that hatchery fully spawns with a little bit of HP taken out of it, about a quarter of it taken out. And Morrow just falling back yet again, just kind of biding his time, waiting for everything to happen. We are seeing siege tanks coming out onto the field with siege mode coming in. Very good against those banelings, especially if you can line it up pretty well here. And two bunkers coming down just to keep those banelings from coming through as fast as we hear more banelings coming out here. And we do have some infestors coming in as well. Something different from IdrA here, as we haven't seen that in this best of 5 yet. Putting down some spine crawlers just to defend a little bit here and saturating this expansion. Of course, those infestors can be really good. That fungal growth coming down and stopping this ball up. Of course, we don't have... Now we do have some medevacs coming out now that starport is done. And yeah, here we go with the reactor on it. Going to be pushing them out 2 at a time here. And again, even more and more... Oh, we do look like we're going to have some kind of drop coming in here from Morrow. Be interesting to see where that comes into play, as we'll follow that around a little bit as we watch the midfield. Not a whole lot of action going on. They're just kind of biding their time here. Of course, this Overlord does see this drop happening, or does it? Looks like he's just going in here just to bide his time, but it does look like, yeah, building up, coming back up into his main. As the scan comes down, an Evo chamber coming down as well, and in come Morrow's forces into IdrA's main base. These infestors coming in, fungal growth coming down with the infested Terrans coming down as well, and it looks like just taking all of those forces down with them as these 2 medvacs go down as well. And in the midfield, we did see a little bit of a push in between here, between Morrow and IdrA, but not as much as what was happening up top there. And in comes IdrA's forces coming in, all these, and of course just coming in with the concave, all these banelings coming in here, and these tanks killing as many as they can. one of those bunkers going down, of course. And I'll be surprised to see if he builds like another one just to kind of stop that Baneling from busting in on all of his forces. Again, these tanks doing a really good job of pushing back those Banelings and the Roaches. And just a little bit of a quiet time here as we get up into another big battle. It looks like macroing up here as much as he possibly can. Of course, these infestors with that fungal growth, as you see, having them hotkeyed alone here just so he can get that fungal growth down all on his own. It looks like he's trying to do a little scouting out here onto this tower, taking out what he can, of course, observing that tower there with that tank, easily just taking out anything that comes up on there with this medvac, being able to see everything that's up above. So good vision there for Morrow as this continues on. And again, just keeping his forces in one little place there, just getting ready. And we do see an Ultralisk Den with some Ultras coming out. The splash damage from their tusks, very strong. Will they be out in time, though, for Morrow as he's coming up here, getting ready to attack? Stimming up, doing the scan, seeing that, taking down that Spine Crawler, going for this expansion. I'm sure by now he sees that Ultralisk tower. And yeah, he does. And the fungal growth going down, stopping all this from happening. Oh, look at all these Roaches just coming in, and the Ultras coming in time. Will it be able to take out those tanks? Those tanks going down easy peasy here. There's a couple tanks down on the other side of the grass here, taking out that Ultralisk, and another Ultralisk out as well. Looks like that Ultras is running for it as this Ultras cavern is going to be going down with 3 more Ultras on the way. Oh, as these drones start coming back, starting to be taken out by Morrow. And Morrow just heavily pushing in here now with a couple Ultras in there. It looks like Morrow's going to have to pull back as these Ultras will be able to... Oh, yeah, he lifts them up into that medevac. Very good play there. Looks like he's going to try and drop down into this expansion, but I don't think so. With all these units here, that'd be a death call right there. And it looks like Morrow, again, pushing in the middle here with some more units. Going to try and take out some of these... Oh, but he is airlifting them. What is he going to do with these? He's just airlifting over and over, dropping again on this expansion here. Looks like he's airlifting here, going to drop them all down on this expansion and get ready for these these Ultras to come in here and start going crazy as he lifts up that tank just in the nick of time. That tank only had like 5 HP. Yeah, look at that in the red as Morrow starts again pushing up into the center here, bringing this command center up here. Not able to drop it, of course, because that Overlord is there. Looks like he's going to try and go up north to take that Overlord out just so he can get that expansion. Again, these Stimpack Marines, look at those little things just run fast and fast and fast. It's like they're cybernetic or something as they come in here and take out that Overlord, getting ready for that command center to land. And it looks like these Ultras in here, building more Ultras as we're going on here. These these bunkers going down really fast here to those Ultralisks. And it looks like Morrow being forced back as these Ultras are going after that tank. But in comes more forces for Morrow, more Marauders, more Marines, fungal growth going down, stopping them from going forward anymore. Of course, these medvacs easily healing through that fungal growth. There's a lot of medevacs there to heal through. And again, these Ultras, look at the HP on some of these Ultras going down so fast, these Stimpack Marines and Marauders. It's not even funny as IdrA's forced to pull back yet again. And it looks like IdrA knows he can't get in there anymore, and he decides to GG. So game number 3, sorry, going to Morrow. As we're going into game number 4, can Morrow pull ahead and get this going? Or can IdrA pull it out and force a game number 5? We'll see very soon as we go on to game number 4.